Hello there guys, welcome back to another short online tutorial. My name is Jack, I'm one of the tutors at Blue Sky Graphics, and as always it's so nice to see you here today guys. The reason why we're here today guys is discuss what is UI versus UX design. We always hear UI and UX design, but what I want to do today is clarify the UI and the UX design part of that term, okay? And the first thing we're going to talk about is UI. Okay, and what I've got here is a simple template of a website for a consultancy company. Okay, now the average person would think a UI designer or a web designer has created this page, but in reality, the UI designer is just a very small part of the process. The UI designer is interested in typography, making sure that you're adhering to good typography fundamentals, spacing, good type, readability. They're looking at negative and white space, the structure of how the website looks. They're also interested in colors. They're looking for appropriate contrast for both usability and readability. As you can see here, we have a nice bold blue here for this button against this nice pale blue here for this little section. They're interested in icon and illustration designs. They're responsible for making sure the user interface looks good on all softwares and devices, ranging from laptops to mobile phones to tablets. Okay, and that is the sort of main process of how the UI designer comes into play when building websites. Now, what I've got here is a little Photoshop template to showcase how the UX design process actually works. Now, like I said, the UI designer's role is only a small part of the process of the overall user design, or as we say, UX design. UX design is a process of many parts and usually starts with research. Okay. Now, at this point here, research, we're looking at use cases. We're looking at a journey map, which is how the user starts and finishes within the experience, looking at other experiences out there, other UX designs, finding out about our target audience, finding out about the right type of typography, the right color palette to be using. And then we move on to the brainstorming. Now we're looking at user flows. We start looking at diagrams of how a user would interact with our experience, wireframes, just so that we can get just a rough idea of how the design is looking and how the experience is coming along. And then we go to implement. And this is where, guys, the UI design actually comes into play. So as you can see, there's a lot goes on before the UI designer comes in. And then they'll start looking at implementing prototypes, front, back end development, okay, bringing a thing to life. So actually we can start using it and experiencing it. And then the last section is reporting. And that comes to the testing of everything. Problems, reviews, critiques, good stuff, bad stuff. Bringing all the stuff together to design a fabulously looking website. We have like the one in front of us here. Now, hopefully, guys, that gives you a much clearer idea of the difference between UI and UX design. If you're interested in finding out more about Blue Sky Graphics, the courses that we offer our school, please don't hesitate in visiting our website at blueskygraphics.co.uk. Also, as well, you can check out our Instagram at Blue Sky Graphics UK to have a look at some of our amazing work by our great students. Thank you very much, guys. See you next time and take care.